Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning. Okay, suppose if I start sharing the screen.
Good morning, sir.
I would suggest you guys just mute yourself now, just after testing the communication, because it's going to be a little extensive session. Okay. Colreg test. All right. So actually, I'm trying to make it live as well. Okay, let me share the screen. And this is the screen share. And you'll see only me at the moment. All right. So can you see the screen? Just raise the thumb, raise the hand, some of you. Okay. All right. Let me just check what is happening on the live. Raise the hand, some of you. Yeah, I think the screen is it is coming a little blurred. All right. Okay. Yeah, perfect. 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 So guys, we are live now. And let me start. Let me give you some tips and tricks of Colreg. Okay, so what we do need to do, I'm going to discuss about lights and shapes. Clear? So in this lights and shapes, and we need to start with something like what is underway and what is not underway. So it is like either you are A or you are B. So there are two categories. You are underway or you are not underway. Okay, this is very essential when we are going to study the lights. We need to really understand what the vessel is doing, whether the vessel is underway or whether the vessel is not underway. Now, the not underway category can be the vessel at anchor, right? A vessel at anchor is not underway. The second one is made fast ashore. That is also not underway, or aground. So if a vessel is at anchor, made fast ashore, or aground, that time the vessel is not underway. Rest of the cases, the vessel is underway only. And what we can do with this case, underway can be categorized in two ways. Either the vessel is making way or not making way or stopped. So the underway category can be like either the vessel is making way or the vessel is stopped. That is the category of underway. Now, in ROR, what they say, either they will talk about this term underway, or they will talk about this term making way. So what does it mean? It simply means if the vessel is underway, that means vessel is either stopped or making way. Let me repeat. If the vessel is underway, that means vessel is either making way or stopped. And if we say vessel is making way, that simply means the vessel is making way, vessel is not stopped. Have you followed that? Raise the hand, please. Give me the reaction so that I can proceed further.
सर
Yes, please.
सर अगर वैसल ड्रिफ्ट कर रहा तो
That is making way. Okay, that you can say drift. Okay, I will say drift. You can call it here. See, in underway, there should not be anything which is attached to the ship. This is your ship, and something is attached, say rope, mooring, etc., and it's tied with the seabed or jetty. As long as the vessel is freely floating, let me just write here. As long as the vessel is freely floating, floating, that means vessel is underway. So in the freely float category, either it is not making way or making way. I think the correct statement should have been not making way. The vessel is making way or not making way. Okay. I'm having some sluggishness with this software, but never mind. Have you followed that?
सर
All right.
सर
Yes.
सर एक ऐसी कंडीशन बताना जिसमें वैसल अंडरवे हो लेकिन नॉट मेकिंग वे
There is a condition where the vessel is
मेकिंग वे अंडरवे बट नॉट मेकिंग वे
okay. Vessel drifting. Vessel drifting. Engine not working. It just stopped. It's underway, but it's not making way. Clear?
यस सर
Raise the hand. Raise the hand so that I understand. Because you can use your chat box also, but chat box, when I say only that time you use the chat box because I might not be able to see. So now quickly, what I will do, I will go to these rules. Okay. So rule number 20, and I'm going to give you the gist of these rules. You can study these rules very well. That's not a problem. But what I will do, I will give you the gist of these rules so that you are able to just follow basic concepts. So first of all, these rules apply in all weather conditions. All weather conditions. Okay. And these rules apply from sunset to sunrise. Sunset to sunrise. Okay. And during such lights, during such time, no other lights shall be exhibited. Okay. The lights prescribed by these rules, if carried, also be exhibited from sunrise to sunset. So they have mentioned sunset to sunrise, but you can also exhibit lights from sunrise to sunset. That's not a problem. Can you guess?
Restricted visibility.
Perfect. In restricted visibility. In restricted visibility. I'm just writing in short. Okay, so that you have some idea. All right. 1 second. Let me just find out something for you. Okay. Now, lights and shapes, they also need to follow some rules which are given in Annex 1. Okay. Annex 1, we shall study later on. but there are various important aspects given in Annex 1 which we cannot ignore. Say, for example, what should be the minimum diameter of the shape, and what should be the sectors of the lights and all. All right. So now let's come to the definition of various lights. So what I will do, I'll try to use a simple diagram, and then I will discuss these lights. So give me a minute. All right. So suppose this is a circle, and this circle is having 360 degree here. This is the center. So what I can do, I think I can, this is a diameter. So if I just draw one more line here, which is this one and this one, and this I am saying 22.5 degrees above the beam, 22.5 degree here, and this is also 22.5 degree. Okay, so I am sure you can guess this angle, and this angle is going to be 180 degree plus 22.5 plus 22.5 degree. So the total is going to be how much?
225.
225, sir.
225 degree. So this is the arc of masthead light. Let me just write here. This is masthead. That is the combined word, masthead light. All right. So what are the characteristics of masthead light? That's placed over 4.5 line, 4.5 line, 4.5 center line. I'm just writing CL, 4.5 center line of the vessel, and it is showing unbroken light. Unbroken light. Unbroken light. That means the light is continuous, and the arc is 225 degree. 225 degree over the arc of horizon. Or if you see from right ahead, that means if you see something from here, then what you see, 22.5 degrees above the beam. If seen right ahead, then 22.5 degrees above the 22.5 degrees above the beam. Okay, if seen from right hand. All right. So now we shall discuss about another two lights, and this I'm talking about side lights. And the side lights is very simple. On the starboard side, if I divide this, let me use the green color. If I divide this and I take this portion, this is your side light. Okay, and this is a starboard side light. And similarly on the port side, this is the red color one. If I take this one, that means that this is the port side light. So I'm sure now you can guess, for side light everything remains same, side light. So let me write here, this is the characteristics of masthead light. And this is the characteristic of side lights. And we can say the side light means green light on the starboard side and red light on the port side, showing an unbroken light. Okay, so I think you can write again green. Okay, so green on port side and red on green. Sorry. because there is a sluggishness in this program. Anyway, just give me a minute. Let me just switch over to another one, and I hope you are able to see. All right, are you able to see this slide, this program?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm having some difficulty in writing with
Yes,
it.
sir.
Anyway, so let's talk about. So this was the circle which I was using, and I'm saying here 22.5 degree. Okay, this is 22.5 degree above the beam. This is beam, and this is also 22.5 degree above the beam. Now I was discussing about the side light. I am saying the side light is this one, this green sector. So we can say the side light means a green light on starboard side. All right, and this is showing an unbroken light over an arc of an horizon of. Can you give me the arc of the horizon? What should be the arc of horizon? 90 degree. This is 90 degree plus 22.5 degree. How much you get?
112.5 degrees.
112.5 degree. All right. And so fixed, when you see from right ahead, you should be able to see 22.5 degrees above the beam. 22.5 degrees above the beam when you are able to see the light from right ahead. So this is something I have given you the quick introduction about starboard light. Similarly, the port side light will be this one. And here, this is red, and that is port side. Obviously, again, it is unbroken. And obviously, the arc is 112.5 degree. And you can see 22.5 degrees above the beam. Okay, now there is a catch in a vessel less than 20 meter. Vessel less than 20 meter. What you can do? You can combine these lights in a lantern. This red and green can be combined in a lantern, in one lantern. So what is the catch? The catch here is, if you see the lights like this is red, this is green, okay, and the combined one, that means the vessel length is probably less than 20 meter. Is that clear? Because
Yes, sir.
the word says may be combined, and now you got to be very careful with these language. So that means the length is probably, that means probably less than 20 meter. That should be clear. The last step here, the stern light. The stern light again is a white light, and this just to identify a little bit, I am just using this. This is your stern light. Okay, this area. And can you guess what should be this arc? This arc is going to be 135 degree. Okay, any guess why it is 135? Because this fellow is 225 degree, and the sum 225 plus 135 gives you 360 degree. So stern light is a white light, unbroken light, placed on an arc of 135 degrees and so fixed to show the light which is 67.5 degrees from right aft. So if you see from right aft, okay, so what do you see? 67.5 degree this side and 67.5 degrees this side. I hope you got it. Maybe the diagram is a little bit cluttered, so just to make it simple, I think let me just draw things again so you can see this way. Okay, so this you can say that this is a eastern light, and here the arc is 135 degree. But when you see from right aft, suppose this is your eye, you see from right aft, then 67.5 degrees this side and 67.5 degrees this side. So these lights are fixed so that you can see 67.5 degrees from right aft. 5 degrees from right aft on each side. On each side. That means this side and this side. Now, there is one more light which we call it towing light. So towing light, let me use the color combination. If I make it yellow, same light, okay, same characteristics, that is the towing light. Let me just underline here. Towing light is absolutely same as the stun light, and it has the same characteristics, except the color is yellow. Here, the stun light, the color is white, and here the color is yellow. Okay, then there will be some other lights which we call it all-round flashing lights. All-round light means any light which is having the visibility, all-round light which is having the visibility of 360 degree. Okay, then there is another character which is called flashing light. And this flashing light, the flashes are very fast. You can understand that 120 flashes or more per minute. 120 flashes or more per minute. Okay. All right. So this was given in rule number 21. Now, I am going to summarize. It's a lot of detail, and some of the detail is very may not be required at this stage. We need to understand what is the visibility of light. So the best way to understand the visibility of light, let's have some category. Let's talk about masthead light. Masthead light. All right, and then we have side lights, side masthead, side light, and then we have stern light. Okay, so here now this masthead light, if the vessel is more than 50 meter, what should be the range of masthead light? Okay, the range is 6 miles. All right, then what is the range of side light? 3 miles. And what is the range of stern light? 3 miles.
3 miles, sir.
And what is the range of towing light?
3 miles, sir.
Everything 3 miles. And what is the range of any other light like white, red, green, which you will study, yellow?
3
all
miles,
light,
sir.
all round. Very good. So they're all 3 miles. Perfect. Now you have another vessel, and in this vessel, what we are having, which is more than 20 meter, but less than 50 meters. So less than 50 meter, but more than 12 meters. Sorry. So this is the length of the vessel, more than 12 meter or more. 12 meter or more. That means it can be 12 meter also. but less than 50 meter. All right. So less than 50 meter. Earlier, this vessel 50 meter or more. The correct sign will be this one, by the way. 50 meter or more. The length more than 50 meter or more. So here in this 12 meter category, this is 5 masted light. That means the range of masted light is pretty, high, pretty large. So it's 5 meter. Side lights 2 meter. And stern light 2 meter. Okay, towing light 2 meter. Everything is 2 meter. But here if there is a catch, and the catch here is if the vessel is less than 20 meter. So here, if a vessel is less than 20 meter, it can be more than 12 meter, but less than 20 meter. That time, the masted light range can be 3 meter. Okay, rest of the thing remains same. That's not a problem. Now we have another category where the length is less than 12 meter. Length is less than 12 meter, and in that case, obviously this is 2 mile, and rest side light is 1, stern light again 2, towing light 2, and all round lights. Okay, that is also 2. Raise the hand if you have followed this table. Of course, you can draw your own table. Okay, only 2 participants are raising hand. How do I know how many participants are there? All right. Let me stop sharing. Okay, there are 71 participants, and you guys are following. This was the
Yes, sir.
introduction, but now something more interesting coming. Why I'm calling more interesting? Because I can see many guys are making mistake in that. All right, so let's start. And here we'll talk about the first thing first. Let me talk about power driven vessel, PD. Power driven vessel, and here the power driven vessel underway. That is the rule. Okay. At the start of lecture, I already explained that underway means either the vessel is making way or not making way, maybe drifting or stopped, whatever. So power driven vessel underway. Remember, not making way. It may be making way, may not be making way. Let me just clarify this. It may or may not be making way. I hope you guys are clear with that. All right. So power driven vessel underway shall exhibit masted light. Okay, I think let me just draw the vessel in a better 3-dimension way. Let me just yeah, this is the vessel. This is a kind of accommodation. All right. So here there is one light which is masted light forward. So this is masted light forward, and the arc of masted light is going to be 225 degree, and this is the masted light. Okay, and then it says the second masted light above and higher than the forward one, except that a vessel of less than 50 meter in length is not obliged but may do so. So there is a second masted light here. Is it compulsory? Now the question is whether the second masted light for vessel less than 50 meter, if a vessel is less than 50 meter, then is it compulsory?
No, sir. Sir, it's optional.
No, sir.
For vessel less than 50 meter, it is optional. Very good. And for vessel more than 50 meter,
Compulsory, sir.
yes. For vessel more than 50 meter, compulsory. So if it is showing a light here, second masted light, which is 22.5 degrees abaft and higher, then we cannot say about the length. It could be optional, it could be compulsory. So what do we say? The length is probably more than 50 meter. And then we have side lights. Side lights on the starboard side, this will be the side light here. And the port side we cannot see, but I'm trying to show here. The port side will be in the side light here, and then there will be stern light. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Now
sir.
what I will do, I will try to show you some cards, some lights, and I want you to give me some answers. So give me a minute. We'll take a short break of 2 minutes. I'm just stopping here. Just a short break because I need to set up this, and I'll be back just within a minute. All right. Let me start sharing the screen again. All right. Can you see my screen? Raise the hand. Okay. So what we'll do now, I'm going to show you, this is the box, and you see these lights. So you see these lights. You need to identify what kind of vessel is that. So what will you say about this? One fellow, Dildeepak, can you describe this vessel? You can unmute yourself and discuss.
Power-driven vessel less than 20 meter.
Power-driven vessel less than 50 meter. Very good.
Less than 50
So
meter.
let me just write here, identify this vessel. PD, power-driven vessel. Length less than 50 meter. Okay. What the ship is doing?
Underway.
Underway.
Underway. So what is the state? The state, you can say the state is underway. All right, underway. And what is the day signal? What is day signal? None.
No day signal, sir.
There is no day signal. Okay, just a minute. No day signal. All right. Now, when I'm sharing this screen, can you see my picture? No?
Yes, sir.
You can still see me
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
because I'm using two screens. Sometime it may happen. Okay. That it might not show.
Yes, sir. It's showing live on YouTube.
It's showing live. Yeah, I thought of that way. Okay. तुमसे ज्यादा तो जरा YouTube पे आ रहे हैं लोग देखने. You can still see me.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Because I'm using two screens. Sometime it may happen. Okay. Yeah, it might not show.
So someone has asked question on YouTube also, sir.
Okay. I thought of that. All right. सबसे ज़्यादा तो YouTube पे आ रहे हैं लोग. All right. So let me just stop. I think the थोड़ा सा backlog है, but that's okay. That's okay. So actually it was just trial of the system, like how it works, and if it works, then it remains on the YouTube. Okay. And because sometimes it happens like when I'm having two screens, so maybe I'm sharing one, the other one is not available. So that was my concern. Now you're telling me that it's available, so I have removed so that I can play with this. So we are having this vessel which we have cleared. Now there is another which is very simple. You have these lights. So how are you going to identify these lights? Okay. State one more thing. I should not be saying aspect, but I should here. I mean aspect means which side you see. You see whether right ahead, whether you see from port side or starboard side or astern, whatever. Okay. Aspect means the direction which you see. So these are the things which I would expect. So here, let's talk about this vessel.
Power-driven vessel less than 50 meter
Very
underway.
good. Power-driven
Starboard
vessel
side.
less than 50 meter, seen from starboard side. Okay.
Starboard side, sir.
And this is underway and no signal. Are we okay with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, if I just replace this way, then what do I do? Instead of starboard, I replace starboard with
Port, sir.
okay. So it is just to prime you what exactly is coming. So this is the way you should explain the it is less than 50 meter and aspect is seen from port side. Okay, it's underway and there is no day signal. Of course, I am not discussing the actions at this stage. Now, let's come to this vessel. And here, I would like to see your memory and whether you are able to recall things. All right. So here, because you have already studied. So what kind of vessel is that? First of all, identify the ship.
Power-driven vessel.
Sir,
More than
power-driven
100 meter.
vessel, probably 50 meter or more.
All right. So it is a powered vessel, 50 meter or more. Okay. So let me just write here 50 meter or more. I think let's write here 50 meter probably. Correct word is probably 50 meter or more. Okay, I buy this idea. And it is underway. Go away.
Yeah, yes, sir.
The state is
Yes, sir.
centered.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And the aspect seen right ahead.
Right ahead.
Seen from right ahead.
Okay.
Right ahead, sir.
Seen from right ahead. Some cards they say end on. I think correct way is the right ahead. You see this something. This is right ahead. Okay. Okay. That's it. And day signal.
No day signal.
No day signal.
No day signal. Okay. So we have sorted out. So whatever I'm writing here, that's okay. But do you remember something about towing vessel?
Sir, yellow light should be there.
Right ahead. The yellow light is at the stern.
Yes.
From right ahead, you will not be able to see yellow light.
Yes, sir.
So this could be a towing vessel also, or pushing vessel underway, a length of the tow less than 50 meter. That is the catch. Okay. So it is a definitely it is a pardon vessel. It can be a pardon vessel, and probably 50 meter or more. But it could be also uh, PD less than 50 meter towing or pushing. Towing or pushing. And the length of the tow less than
200 meters.
less than
200 meters.
200 meters.
200 meter or less. Since you have already studied, so I have taken the liberty to include the towing vessel also. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to reinforce the towing vessel light again, but uh, let's start something else. So can you guess how this air cushion vessel is going to look like? Air cushion vessel.
So yellow flashing light,
Huh.
all around yellow flashing
All right.
light.
So let's go back to the air cushion vessel. Air cushion vessel. An air cushion vessel when operating in non-displacement mode. Non-displacement mode. That means it is not floating. It is not displacing water. So what is the lights? Simple. Power driven vessel. This is a power driven vessel plus all round yellow flashing light. I will write like this: yellow all round flashing light. I think I can do the color coding here. Is that clear?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Now, second, there is something called VIG, wing in ground craft. VIG craft, what it is doing when taking off landing, when taking off landing and in flight near the surface, and in flight near the surface. See, you got to be very careful when you are describing. You need to explain, or you need to describe that wing in ground when taking off, landing, or in flight near the surface. What is the light? Very simple. Power driven light plus
All
All
round
round
flashing red
red
light.
flashing light.
all round red flashing light, and SNEA. This is high intensity. This is high intensity all round flashing red light. High intensity all round flashing red light. Okay. So vessel less than 12 meter, vessel less than 7 meter at the moment we'll skip, and we will also skip the combined in length and all, which we shall be studying later on. Air cushion vessel we have done. All right. So now we shall come to the towing and pushing, which is quite important, and which I was discussing here, the towing and pushing. So what we'll do, vessel PD when towing, tug and tow. Let's write both way, tug and tow, both the vessel. So it is much better. So let's draw the sides. This is your tug, say for example, and it is towing this object or this ship. There is a ship, and this is tow. This is tug and tow. So let me describe few lights here, then I will show you the colors of the lights so that you are able to identify. It says that instead of lights given in the for the pardon vessel, it will show the two masthead lights in a vertical line. Basically, you remove the one masthead light and then you put two masthead lights in a vertical line. When the length of the tow measuring from the stern, that means length of the tow here, from here to here, measuring from the stern of the tug, and this is 200 meter, exceeds 200 meter. When the length is 200 meter, then instead of two, you will have another three masthead lights. I have done the color coding, so I hope you get it, that if the tow is exceeding 200 meter, that time you can have this masthead light. All right. Sorry. My mistake. If three masthead lights. So if it is more than 200 meter, you will have three masthead light in a vertical line. Okay, raise the hand if so far so good. Let me get the reaction.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, if the length is not more than 200 meter, then sir, there will be only two masthead lights.
Correct.
Okay, sir.
This one, if it is more than 300 meter, 200 meter, that time you will have three masthead light. I think I should write here also. That means three masthead light on tug. This one, that's what I'm. And of course, rest of the lights are simple, straightforward. Rest of the lights, you will have plus side lights. You will be having obviously side lights, plus you will be having stern light, and plus you will be having towing light. Towing light is here. This you will be having towing light. Now the day shape. When it is exceeding more than 200 meter, you will be having a diamond. This diamond is a day shape when the length of the tow exceeds more than 200 meter. Is it clear? All right. So I can see some reaction. All right.
Sir,
Yeah.
so which light would indicate the length of the tug? So these three mast headlights are indicating the length of the tow that is greater than 200 meters. But which light would indicate the length of tug?
Very good. Very good. It's simple. If the tug is more than 50 meter, will have one masthead light here.
Yes. Okay, sir. Okay.
Additional masthead light which is abaft and higher. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now there is a catch here, and where many guys make mistake. If it is having, if a vessel is pushing, okay, no, pushing ahead or towing alongside. If you are pushing ahead, and this is what we are talking about, powered on vessel, pushing ahead or towing alongside. Okay, that means, that simply means you will be having all such lights except towing light. Except towing light, you will exhibit the masthead light and stern light and side light, but no towing light. Now, the vessel or object being towed other than those mentioned in paragraph G. Okay, the vessel being towed will have the side lights, stern light, and when the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it best can be seen. So here there will be one diamond here on the tug and the one diamond at the toe. I had made the mistake. So this diamond has to be here if the length of the toe exceeds here and the one diamond here. All right. There are some more lights which I don't want to discuss at the moment. What I will do is straightway will come to this section, and then I will show you some lights, and let me see what you guys are able to do it. Okay. First of all, some lights I'm going to mention here, and then we'll see what you are able to identify out of this. So here, this is white, this is red, and one more red. 1 second. Okay. Can you identify this vessel? Anyone, please? This is a powered on vessel. Okay, anyone, cadet? Come up.
Sir, fishing vessel.
I have not even discussed fishing vessel. Yeah.
So power driven vessel.
Power driven vessel towing alongside under a length equal to 50 meters.
Okay, first of all, this is a powered on vessel. Okay, length. What is the length?
Length of tow less than 200 meter.
Length of the tow not more than 200 meter. Okay.
And
Powered
length
on
of
vessel?
tugboat less than 50 meter.
Yes. Tug. less than 50 meter. Tow. What is tow? No,
Less than 200 meter.
no, we say not more than
Not more than 200.
not more than 200 meter. Perfect. All right. Seen from?
Port side.
What is doing? It is underway. Perfect. Seen from right head? No.
No, sir.
Seen from?
Port side.
Seen from?
Port side.
And what is the day signal? Any guess about day signal?
Nothing, sir.
Nothing. Now let's
Sir?
do.
सर
Yes.
सर अगर पोर्ट से देखेंगे तो सर जो वेसल बीइंग टोर्ड है उसकी स्टर्न लाइट नहीं आएगी सर.
Port beam से देख रहा हूँ ना.
Yes, sir.
What is the arc of stern light?
अच्छा ठीक है.
Now can you guess about this vessel? I think that's pretty simple. What kind of vessel is that?
So power driven
Power
vessel,
driven vessel.
towing length of the tow less than 200 meter and length of the tug.
Say length
So
of the
same
tow.
vessel.
Same.
Bus port
Same,
starboard
same.
side. Starboard side. Seen from starboard side.
Let me just correct this word. Okay. TO. I written 2. Tow. Tow not more than 200 meter. This is underway and seen from street of port. It is seen from starboard side. Got it? All right. So
Yes, sir.
now I want to know about this vessel. Okay. Can you guess?
Sir, air cushion vessel.
What was the
Pushing
right-
alongside.
What was the air cushion vessel? Flashing.
Flashing element.
This is not flashing.
In auspicious partly submerged vessel object being towed, breadth less than 25 meter, length less than 100 meters, sir. Stern aspect, stern, sir.
Don't you feel this is the same towing pardon vessel?
Yes, sir.
Towing seen from aft. All right. So let me see your guesswork again. I'm asking the simple lights. So this time what I will do, I will have this this. And okay, describe. What kind of vessel is that?
Power driven vessel.
Power driven
Power-driven
vessel
vessel
tug
more
more
than
than
50 meter.
probably 50 meters.
Probably 50 meter or more. All right. And length of the tow?
Less than 200 meters.
Not
Less
more
than
than 200 meter.
seen from port side.
Okay. Seen from port side. Okay. What is the day signal?
No day signals.
No, sir.
All right. So we shall have a 5-minute break and then continue. All right.
Okay, sir.
Just
Yes, sir.
5-minute break, quick break. All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, raise the hand if you're there. All right. So we shall quickly review other lights and shapes so that there is no confusion. Apart from towing vessel, I don't want to go into too much detail of this inconspicuous and all. First of all, we need to understand the basic lights, and then we'll move on to some more advanced critical cases. So here, what we'll do, let's start about the sailing vessel. Sailing vessel underway. Now we'll talk about sailing vessel underway. Underway, sailing vessel underway, remember. And that is the key word here. Sailing vessel underway shall exhibits side lights plus stern light. But there is a catch. If the sailing vessel is less than 20 meters in length, then these lights, these side lights, not only side light, but all these lights, side plus stern lights, can be combined in one lantern at or near the top mast where it can best be seen. So if the sailing vessel is less than 20 meter in length, then side light and stern light can be combined in one lantern. All can be combined in one lantern. All right, and carried at or top, carried at or top, at or near the top of mast, at or near the top of mast. So we should be very clear that these lights, this is red, this is green, and this is white. All these lights can be combined, and that can be carried on at or near the top of mast. By the way, this is applicable when the sailing vessel is less than 20 meter. I think I can let's draw this sailing vessel like this. Suppose this is a sailing vessel, and this sailing vessel is less than 20 meter. We can have the lights like this. This is port, and this is a starboard, and this is stern light. All these lights can be combined like this. Now we shall have another light that the sailing vessel underway, in addition to the lights or side, in addition to these lights, may exhibit at or near the top mast where they best can be seen two all-round white lights. Okay, so it may have optional, by the way, these are optional lights because it is not compulsory, but they may have two all-round red lights in a vertical line, the upper being red, and the lower being green, these two lights, you may have these red and green. By the way, these are optional lights, and where they best can be seen. But these lights definitely will not be placed when you are having combined lantern, but not when combined lantern is used. So I hope you get it. So that means if I am trying to show these lights, say red here, say red, and then green, and then some side light, say green side light, and then some stern light. That's okay. And this is a sailing vessel. Okay, you can have that means this vessel is more than 20 meter, because if the vessel is less than 20 meter, these lights can be combined in a lantern. So now we'll describe some lights. Say for example, you see this light, or you see this light and this way, or you see this one. All right, so what does it mean? It simply means whether you are talking about this one, or you are talking about this one, or you are talking about this one. This is the sailing vessel. Okay, not showing sailing vessel, by the way, underway, and it is not showing optional sailing light, not showing optional sailing lights. Now you have another case, and here what you see, you can see this one and this one and this one. So if you see this one, well, okay, let me use some straight lines so that we have some idea. So if you see these lights here, we can say that this is a sailing vessel showing optional all-round sailing lights, and this is underway. Here not showing, but here showing. This is a sailing vessel underway, sailing vessel underway, seen from port side, and showing optional sailing lights. Of course, the right ahead one will be this way. The configuration for right ahead will be this one. All right. This is the right ahead configuration. And needless to say, if you are talking about the starboard side, then the starboard side is going to be like this. This is the starboard side configuration. This is the right ahead, and this is seen from starboard side. So after covering a sailing vessel, now let's move to another category, which is fishing vessel. And you got to be very careful with fishing vessel. So fishing vessel. The fishing vessel engage in fishing whether underway or at anchor. Remember, shall exhibit the lights prescribed in the rule. So there are trawler. There is something called vessel engage in trawling. Vessel engage in trawling. And vessel other than trawler. Fishing vessel other than trawler. Okay, so there are two categories. So let's talk about the vessel engage in trawling. And trawling means, you know it very well, it means dragging net through the water, or any apparatus which restrict the maneuverability. So let's talk about the trawler. Trawler will have two all-round red lights in a vertical line, upper being green and the lower being red. Guys, you are following? Raise the hand so that I know that you know that. All right.
White over. The green over white over.
Yes, sir.
All right. You are there. All right. Like this? Okay.
Yes,
Very good. So the trawler will have two lights, two all-round lights in a vertical line, upper being green and lower being white. Remember, GW. Okay. And the shape will be two cones with apex together. This is cones with two cones with apex together. I think when you have to describe these lights, you should be able to see, say, the two cones with apex together. So there are two cones. One cone is this one and another cone is this one, and they are having apex together. This is the apex. And two all-round lights. Let me write here. These are the two all-round lights in a vertical line. In a vertical line. In a vertical line where they best can be seen. Now, if the fishing vessel is more than 50 meter, a vessel less than 50 meter is not obliged to do so, but may do so. But if the length is more than 50 meter, then second masthead light abaft and higher. Then mast head light abaft and higher. This is important. And then if the trawler, whether it is a trawler at anchor or underway, will have these lights. If it is start making way, obviously the trawler will have side lights plus stern light. So here it is very important. If it is showing side lights and stern light, you will say trawler is making way. If the trawler is showing only these lights, it simply means the trawler is underway or at anchor. It means underway or at anchor, because the rule clearly says so. And that rule number is 26. It says the vessel engaged in fishing, whether underway or at anchor, is going to exhibit these lights. So if you see only green over white, it could be underway, it could be at anchor. And if the trawler starts moving, it is going to show side lights and stern light. And if the trawler is more than 50 meter, will be having abaft and higher light. If it is less than 50 meter, is not obliged but may do so. The same rule. Now let's come to the fishing vessel other than trawler. Will have this becomes red, and this one, this is red, white. All right. Now this is a different gear. So if outlying gear extending more than 150 meter, then if the gear is more than 50 meter, 150 meter extending, there has to be different gear. It is not a trawler. Then what we have, a white light in the direction of gear. White light in the direction of gear. Remember, this light is not shown by the trawler. It is shown only for fishing vessel other than trawler. And of course, cone, these lights, cone with apex together is fine. And because of the gear, there is a one cone with apex upward. And once it starts making way, same way. If it is making way, you will have side lights plus stern lights. All right, now this is the time. Whatever we have learned, let me just okay, I think it is better to draw some boxes so that we know what light I'm putting here. So let's have some lights here. See, in first box, so this is green. All right, this is red, and the white I can mark like this. This is white and this is white. All right. All right. Can you guess what kind of vessel is that? One cadet at least.
Trawler more than 50 meters.
What do we call it? How should we describe? This is vessel engaged in trawling. Vessel engaged in trawling. Length, बताओ. What should be the length?
More than 50
More
meters.
than 50
More than 50 meter.
Probably 50 meter or more, because vessel less than 50 meter is not obliged but may do so. What else it is doing?
making way.
Why? Because it is showing the side light, making way through water, and seen from, obviously seen from
Outside.
So this is how you need to describe the lights. Now I'm going to put some more light just to give you a brief idea. All right, one cadet, please explain. I think this is the time. Adesh Bansal.
Vessel engaged in trawling, probably more than 50 meter, and making way for starboard side.
Perfect. Perfect. Now it is pretty easy. Now we have one more. Okay. Sorry. Yes, Ankit Patel, can you explain this light?
Yes, sir.
What is all about?
Vessel engaged in trawling, probably 50.
Sir, less than 50 meter from stern side.
We
Making
have no idea about length. It could be less than, it could be more also. Seen from astern, no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Could be
Stern.
less than 50 or more than 50, sir. Stern view.
Yes. We have no
Seen
idea
from
about length. Making way is stopped. Anchor.
Making way.
Making way, sir. Making way, sir.
From astern. Simply, this is trawler. Making way. Seen from astern. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, you may ask, how to differentiate between a trawler and between a fishing vessel during daytime, because the signals are same. No, this signal is same, but if the gear is extending, you will be having one more cone for fishing vessel other than trawler. The trawler will not have this. Secondly, usually the trawler will be large in size, because you see there is a optional light for vessel less than more than 50 meter. Less than 50 meter is not obliged, but may do so, right? So that is how you can distinguish between trawler and the vessel other than trawler. And as it is, you are supposed to keep clear of both, doesn't make difference. Now I'm going to give you some lights. Okay, there are some more lights. Shooting nets have come fast upon an obstruction. Shooting nets, hauling nets, and okay, vessel engage in trawling, and nets have come fast upon an obstruction. So these lights also you should understand. What I will do, I'm going to just all right. Now, if I show you this light, this one, green, here is green, here is green. Now I draw white, white, white. And then what I do, I put two white here, then I put one white, one red, and then I put two red. So can you explain, because I'm using NX also for the light. So let's start with this category. This is what kind of light is that?
First one is shooting net.
Yes. So what we'll say, vessel engage in trawling, your trawler. Okay, the length
Cannot
less than 50 meters.
Less than 50 meters.
Okay, not making way. This is not making way. And vessel engage in trawling, shooting nets. This is shooting nets. So how to describe the next? Next is same way. It is a trawler less than 50 meter and not making way, and then
Hauling, sir. Hauling nets.
hauling nets. The lights are given in annex. Which annex? You remember?
So Annex 2.
Annex 2. And the third one? Third one. Okay.
Fast upon an obstruction.
Third one. Okay. This is that have come fast upon an obstruction. Come fast. Net have come fast upon an obstruction. I think it's pretty clear, straightforward. So vessel engage in fishing, that we can do it. Let's say this is red. Okay, this is also red, and this you can make it white. So how to describe this? This is vessel engage in
Fishing other than trawler.
vessel engage in fishing other than trawler. Fishing vessel other than trawler. Okay. And seen from
Port
side.
side.
And it is making way or not making way, anchor underway. What do we call it?
Making way.
We call it as making way.
Making way.
Perfect. And now, can you describe this one? What is this?
The same vessel stern view.
Yes, sir.
It's a fishing vessel other than trawler seen from astern. The length indication doesn't have any idea. All right, and it is making way through water. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And because the fishing vessel may, there is nothing like length more than 50 meter, less than 50 meter. We never say that. We only talk, the length indication is only given in trawler. Look at this. Look at the comparison which I gave you here. You see carefully. Here, the length indication is given only for the trawler. But for fishing vessel, only the gear extending, you have the light, one white light. All right. So quickly, I will just add one more vessel, and that's it for today. Then we'll have to add something more for the next lecture. And this is about NUC. Let's talk about not under command. Not under command is a vessel which, because of exceptional circumstances, is unable to maneuver as required by these rules. So very simple, NUC will be having two red lights. Two red lights where in a vertical line, two red lights in a two all round red lights in a vertical line where they best can be seen, and daytime will be two balls. Daytime. All right. And when making way, side lights plus stern light. Okay, remember, there is no masthead light. There is no masthead light in case of NUC. That is the keyword you need to take. All right. Then we talk about RAM, and there is something called RAM, restricted inability to maneuver, and RAM except mine clearance, because the mine clearance is also RAM, but the lights are different. Mine clearance vessel. Okay, and the lights by RAM will be three all-round lights in a vertical line. One is red, and this one is also red, and the middle one is white. So basically red, white, red, red, white, red, and the daytime, the highest and lowest of these shapes will be balls, and the middle one will be diamond. Of course, when you are making way through water, that time masthead light, side light, stern light. Okay. Here there is a catch. Here the catch is RAM is having the masthead light, but NUC does not have any masthead light here. NUC no masthead light. but RAM will be having mastered light, and in fact, if the RAM is more than 50 meter, we'll be having additional mastered light as well. All right, so this was a quick recap of whatever you have studied earlier. We'll stop at this stage. Next Saturday again we'll have the same session, 1 hour session, and we'll complete all the lights, including some action which you are supposed to take when you see these lights. Today we just discussed the lights, so you are supposed to revise and then let us know if you have not followed. What I would suggest, you can download app ROR Lite from Vandarkar on your mobile. That is fantastic app. You can practice the card. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. I'm signing off now. Okay. See you next week.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.